So obviously the reflash made a big difference, but that's the difference between a Can-Am and a Polaris. This thing is on 32-inch tires and has a 6-inch lift, which adds a lot of weight, makes the bike a lot longer, which makes it harder to wheelie. It does make it have a higher center of gravity, which helps wheeling, but 5 inches of rake in the rear and 2.5 in the front really hurts the wheelie effect, right? And the heavier tires and all that. But still wheelies, and that was high range, by the way, guys, high range. And that's because this Can-Am V-Twin is amazing. Rest of the bike, garbage, especially that front Visco Crisco lock differential. But that engine's awesome. Everyone's like, should I buy a Polaris or a Can-Am? It's like, I don't know. Do you want to do badass wheelies and slide around sideways and shit? Or do you want to turn your tires in a mud hole reliably and, you know, that kind of stuff? The Can-Am motor puts down a lot more power for acceleration and stuff like that than my Sportsman did. The Sportsman, as soon as I put the 32s on it and the 3-inch lift, high range wheelies were gone. Now I did have the different high range gears in mind, so mine was geared kind of high and high range, but I even put a clutch spring on there and a few other things. And once I put the big tires and wheels in the lift, it just wasn't that exciting anymore. This thing is still exciting. It was sliding the back tires right on pavement. Didn't get that in the video, but yeah, so high range wheelies, stock clutching, just has a tune. My Polaris also had an RVS tune. But that's the big difference between the Can-Am and the Polaris. The Can-Am just is a little bit more exciting, but the Polaris is true four-wheel drive, you know, turning tires better at low revs, a little more ground clearance stock, comes with better tires stock, better ready to relocate, just a whole better snorkels, whole better setup. But the Can-Am is more exciting. So I can't tell you which one to buy. It just depends if you can ride well enough to really use the Can-Am and if you're reckless enough to really need a Can-Am. But very happy that it still does wheelies with this crazy lift kit.